how you doing?
Good.
Good. Thanks for agreeing to do this. Firstly, could you just sort of say what's changed for your characters between this film and the last film?
Peter in this film is much more frustrated, much more angry. He's sort of your archetypal anti-hero rather than your archetypal hero. And as a result, he makes an incredible mistake, which he has to inevitably learn from. And, you know, it's a very, I don't know, different film, and the characters are very different than the first one, actually.
Cool.
I think for Edmund, he's really learnt from the mistakes of the first film. And while you already saw some of sort of his redemption in the beginning of the first film, I think this one is really where it sort of comes out. And now, at this point, he's not the brat that's sort of tearing apart the family. He's really there helping them get through this sort of new struggle.
Yeah, definitely. When I watched it, I saw there was a lot more like physical stuff for you guys to be doing. How was that? You had to fight Sergio plays Miraz. He's like not a small guy. So.
No, well, actually, the funny thing is, Sergio is actually small. He's actually an incredible actor, but he becomes big on screen. Like, that's why I was so surprised by his eyes. Really do light up, and he really does start coming over the top and being really intense. And I don't know, it was kind of an honour to actually work with Sergio for the fights.
Yeah, it was amazing, and being carried by griffins and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Oh no, well, that was actually, the griffins was actually one of the most uncomfortable things, because we had to do this what's called motion control, where you get harnessed up and you're hung by wires basically, and they sort of this kind of like a virtual reality sort of ride, then throws you about, and it, kind of the first time you're like, oh cool. And then at the end of the day, you're just, you know, completely dead, and it's so uncomfortable. So,
how is he getting on with like the rest of the cast, like Anna and Georgie, and like?
Didn't get on with them very well at all. No, we actually did. It's kind of cool that Georgie and Anna are so kind of down to earth, you know, so kind of chilled out, and can have a laugh and can have a joke, and you know, you really are in kind of a surreal circumstance, and just sort of have fun in it is the most important thing, and we definitely have fun on set for sure.
Cool, okay, so in the film, your character remembers his torch, brings it to Narnia. If you guys were going to get thrown into Narnia, what's the one thing you'd bring with you?
iPod. And then you could sort of like chill out, you could have your, and even an iPod dock with it if I could. I'd bring my iPod, we'd be like chilling out, well yeah. Listening to
I'd take my iPhone.
Out, dancing.
Yeah.
I would bring my Bang & Olufsen TV. No, I probably would bring an iPod, that'd be pretty cool. Or a car would be kind of cool. I always thought how cool a car would be.
An Audi R8 would be lovely.
An Audi R8 would be amazing.
Okay, sorry, I'm afraid we're running out of time, so last question. What would you say to someone who's a massive fan of the book, but isn't sure about seeing the film? How do you get them to go see it?
I think that this film, in the end of the day, the final product is really very textured. I feel it's taken what everyone sort of learned from the first film, and the experiences we gained there, and sort of built on it. They said, okay, how can we make a bigger, better film? Because no one wants to set out and make a film that's mediocre or, you know, it's worse. So they've really achieved that there, and it's not a literal translation of the book on screen. Right. There's stuff added in, there's sort of, you know, stuff mixed around, and that's what people need to remember, that it's an adaptation that really sort of, you know, takes you to a new level and pulls you in further. The effects, the action, the heart, the comedy, the locations and everything.
Well, everything.
Brilliant.
Everything. Everything.
I'm convinced. Thanks, guys. That was
Thank
brilliant.
you.
Cheers.
Prince Caspian?
And who are you?
Peter!
Hi, King Peter. I believe you called.